Give and Take. By Adam Grant. When we look at successful people, what are their common characteristics? Highly successful people have three things in common: motivation, ability, and opportunity. Success depends on how we interact with other people. Every time we make an exchange with another person, we can approach the interaction with a competitive or collaborative approach. It is this approach which Grant suggests makes some people succeed and others fail. People can give or take. Takers like to tip the exchange benefits in their favor by putting their interests ahead of others. Givers, on the other hand, put others first, giving more than they get. We tend to see givers as self-sacrificing individuals. Professionally, few of us act purely like givers or takers. We adopt a third style instead: matching. Matchers operate on the principle of fairness. When they help others, they protect themselves by seeking reciprocity. Takers are positive, demanding and progressive, whilst givers are submissive, compromising and more accepting of second best. Who is at the bottom of the success food chain? Givers, of course. Who is at the top? Surprisingly, it's the givers again. Takers and matchers tend to be in the middle. People who choose giving as their primary reciprocity style end up reaping rewards. Successful givers have unique approaches to interactions in 4 key domains: networking, collaborating, evaluating, and influencing. As takers gain power, they pay less attention to how they're perceived by those below and next to them. After all, most people are matchers. Their core values emphasize fairness, equality, and reciprocity. Strong ties provide bonds, but weak ties serve as bridges. They provide more efficient access to new information. Dormant ties offer access to novel information that weak ties can bring, but without the discomfort. When people reconnect, they still have feelings of trust, and that's where givers have the advantage. If the dormant ties are fellow takers, they'll be suspicious and self-protective, withholding novel information. The gap between our natural tendencies to attribute creative success to individuals and the collaborative reality that underpins great work is what separates them. Great performance is interdependent, not independent. Spotting and cultivating talent are essential skills in just about every industry. It's difficult to overstate the value of surrounding ourselves with stars. Takers tend to place little trust in other people. Takers doubt others' intentions. Takers see successful people as a threat. Takers are poor at recognizing their peers and subordinates. Takers tend to discount feedback that does not support their favorable view of themselves. Givers start by viewing people through a positive lens. Givers focus more on the interpersonal and organizational consequences of their decisions, accepting potential compromise to their status in the short term in order to make better choices in the long term. There are 2 fundamental ways of influence: dominance and prestige. Takers excel in gaining dominance. Givers are what Grant calls powerless communicators that speak less assertively, talk in ways that signal vulnerability, revealing their weaknesses and making use of disclaimers, hedges, and hesitations. Asking questions is a form of powerless communication that givers adopt naturally. From the evidence presented, Grant concludes that being a giver creates more change of success than being a taker. 5 actions Grant suggests we can use to increase our giver quotient. 1. Test your giver quotient. 2. Run a reciprocity ring. 3. Help other people craft their jobs, or craft yours to incorporate more giving. 4. Embrace the 5-minute favor. Practice powerless communication. Speak from a peer position, not from a domineering position.